Louisiana Beer Review Special Edition Shiner Homespun Cream Ale Revisited. So I reviewed this 6 years ago, and there aren't many reviews since then. Born in America. They brought it back for this Home for the Holidays 12-pack, 12 different flavors, 12 different types of beers in the 12-pack, $19.99. Cream Ale. Cream ale is sort of like a Kolsch hybrid. It's brewed as an ale, but occasionally they might use lager yeast and age it like a lager, and then maybe even blend it with lager sometimes. All right, so it's kind of a peculiar product, and apparently only really known in America, and supposedly the only style of beer ever originated in America. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Extra helping. Okay, it is brewed with an. There's no website listing, so I'll read it for you. Our cream ale, inspired by classic American recipes and homespun in Shiner, Texas, by Spetzel Brewing, brewed with extra helping of specialty wheat malt. Wow, I didn't know they had wheat malt in cream ales. Gives it a velvety, smooth, creamy mouthfeel. Pale gold in color, homespun is a sessionable go-to brew with a crisp, refreshing finish. So pop one open and join us in celebrating American brewing tradition. All right. How am I going to pop this thing open? As tight as it is. Pop it open. Maybe pry it open. Yeah, I got some grip on it. Keep a handkerchief in your pocket, or if you live in the British Empire, the Commonwealth, a handkerchief. Okay. Home invasion. No, they're changing out the natural gas meters. They're at the end of their digging and connecting, and now they're just changing the meters. Okay. Shiner, one of the few craft beer companies remaining that do the twist caps. Unibrew does it, Shipyard does twist caps still, Shiner does, Abita used to, St. Arnold used to, but now they've gone to pry caps. And I was told that Abita abandoned twist caps because they had a lot of fruited beers and they were fermenting in the bottle, and it was popping the caps off, untwisting them. Sounds like a tall tale, but maybe there's truth to it. Seems like you need a cork and cage though to hold that down. All right, there's some sediment in here. It's hazy. It's mostly clear, golden. But there's sediment. It's not roiling around. It's just kind of like suspended and floating, like in a 2001: A Space Odyssey, you know? I don't know what that is. Probably yeast chunks. Kind of a creamy head. Here's some cans from, I have bottles also, but I just put the cans out. Some other common cream ales. We don't really get cream ales in Louisiana. Mickey's Ice Brewed Ale, no longer produced. Ice Brewed Ale. Ballantine Ale, you can go to the Bronx and get it. That's where I bought that can. Genesee Cream Ale, two different can designs. Yingling, Lord Chesterfield. Used to be sold in Louisiana. But no more. There was no market for it. Louisiana people are strange, like they'll say, cream ale, what's that? And they won't buy it. It's like, you could go research it, find out. All right, smells like a regular beer, but a little more pungent, musty. All right, taste. There is Chafuncta Cream Ale. But that's a very small brewery, and you can barely find their bottles anywhere around here. Chafuncta Kingfish Cream Ale. This is delicious. I'm glad they brought it back for probably just a few months, but bitterness is probably 2.5 out of 5 hop cones. There's some bitterness to it. And I noticed that with Ballantine, not as much with Genesee. Genesee had more like a Duncan Hines cream cheese cake frosting flavor, but it did have some bitterness. Ballantines 12 horse ale, I forget, you can't get that Genesee product. And Lord Chesterfield definitely probably had more bitterness than this. Probably why it didn't sell in Louisiana, because the people that are buying Yuengling here, Yuengling traditional lager, the Yuengling premium, Yuengling light, and flight, they're more like your Miller Lite, Coors Light drinkers. So any kind of bitterness is gonna just, they're gonna have like an attack, you know. No, no.
You know why? Yeah, he's making a provocative comments every now and then. Today,
It's a spiciness to it. Medium, high medium body, really, in a way. It's a full body.
so that was on your mind.
Dry finish. Nice little bit of lacing here.
$10, I won't stay quiet for the rest of the day.
Definitely hazy. So, ale. More of a, like I say, British Commonwealth tradition. Canada with their Molson Export Ale and Labatt Ale. Of course, the famous English ales, Newcastle and John Smith's, and Australia and so forth. But the United States is more of a lager country, so I'm not talking about the craft beer world, but for whatever reason, ales just never caught on around here. Apparently, they tried to sell a Budweiser ale, and no one wanted it, and a Miller ale, and I would dare say the most popular ale in America today is the Green Label Foster's Australia for Beer, B. 5.5%, 30 bitterness units, brewed in Fort Worth, Texas, of all places, under the strict supervision of Foster's of Australia. Yeah, those, they call them oil cans because they're 25.4 ounce cans. It's the size of a wine bottle. And those are pretty steady sellers, and they're very common, or relatively common. So yeah, that's more like ESB though, extra special bitters. Not really, definitely not a cream ale, but it's the closest approximation I can think of. Okay, but generally ales, aside from the craft beer world, which makes up what, 15 or less % of the market, they don't have a role here. I wish they did, but they don't. For a craft cream ale, and some craft beer companies have done it. Beta never did in Louisiana. Maybe the IBUs. Yeah, it's 2.5 out of 5, but I'm noticing they're really spicy hops. I just know people I work with. I can think of it now. If I let them try this beer, they would say, "Oh, that's horrible. Why would you want to drink a beer that's so bitter?" And it's laughable to me because I would say, "You think this is bitter? Let's take a little walk through the beer world, and I'll show you bitter." Well, I can't show them hop stupid anymore, but whoa! Now I'm doubly intrigued. This has cake sediment galore. I never would have dreamed it. I wouldn't have believed it. There, I saw those chunks. So let's see. Oh, I gotta be careful. Oh, I gotta be so very careful. And it spilled. I didn't want to waste an ounce of this beauty, but oh yeah, the score 94 out of 100 easily. It's the most excellent product. It's delicious, but I guess if you don't find home for the holidays, you're not going to find this. But get ready for a cloud. I shouldn't have tried that. I wasted like 1/3 of an ounce. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it clouded up a little bit more. So it won't change the flavor. Oh yeah, might be the best cream ale I've ever had. Beats Genesee, and that's hard to do. But yeah, if you can get any of these, and if you're from England or Canada and you're watching this, and well, I'm saying if you come to America, try these, but then we can't find them. So yeah, but if you see, well, forget that. It's no longer made. Maybe they'll bring it back. Couldn't find it when it was made. But if you find Ballantine, Genesee Cream Ale or Lord Chesterfield, America's oldest beer brand, by the way. It's the trademark is from 1829. Buy them. I think you'll find that they are comparable in some ways because these will use adjunct corn. Well, I guess in England, in England they use maize for their ales. So you'll be comparable to the English and Canadian ales, golden ales. So I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Shiner, Texas, and tour the Spetzel Brewery.